There were several reasons why I was drawn to staging Death of the King's Horseman. I think it's a great play. It's slightly hidden. It's very, it's a very complex, dense piece. And Wally Shienker's language is quite complicated. But I think underneath it, there's a really fantastic story about leadership. Whenever I do a show, there has to be a degree of why I feel I'm the right person to do it, particularly if it's in a world that I don't have an obvious connection to. But in this case, I do have an obvious connection to it in that I grew up partly in Nigeria. That whole world of the Yoruban cosmology and of course the relationship between the white and black characters in the play, that colonial history, is something that I have some kind of personal insight into. So I felt like I had an access point. We used whiteface in the production for the two principal characters, but there's also two others later on, so 4 characters in all. And this decision was obviously quite contentious, but it was not lightly taken at all. It felt very, very important to give the ownership of this play to those people. It's a Yoruban story, this is a Nigerian story. And of course there are other aspects to, face painting or masks and all the rest of it. There's a lot of ritual in the play. So to start it all off with a ritual where you see that happening, it's not that they come on and we're pretending that they're white. You see them as black people about to put on a mask to play this part, which is just an extension of what we do anyway.
You are waiting for dawn, white man. I can hear you saying to yourself, only so many hours until dawn, and then the danger is over. All I must do is keep him alive tonight. You don't quite understand it all.
Putting on a play like that in London, even now, all this time later, makes people go, no, we weren't that bad. Oh, we'll look at Nigeria now and all that crap. I think there's a lot of our history that we can now look at in a very clear light, and the self-interest that took us to those places. And it is a mess now, but our complicity in that it's part of the complexity that makes up the world that we as a theatre should be grappling with.